So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the action. Now this video is probably gonna be going up one of the days that I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico. So I found some 3 videos that I haven't uploaded yet of us rallying or attacking or what have you, and I just kind of put them together and I'm gonna show you guys. Now we're rallying this guy that's in Fury. Now he had reinforcements and for some reason he poured it out, which means once you pour it out and you have reinforcements, you lose your reinforcements. That's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is we were carpeting this rally, and for whatever reason he actually decides, watch this, to port again. Not only does he save us some carpets, he takes the damage right away, and it kills the time that he would have had for people to port over and reinforce him. So 2 mistakes that led to over 1 million troops dead in this rally. So if you're ever in Fury and you ever have like more than 2 million troops, if you're in the 2 to 5 or 6 million range troops, you would be called the danger zone or the hot zone, whatever you want to call it, because at 2 or 6 million troops, any rally is probably going to do some damage. You're probably not going to go unscathed unless those 6 million are pretty much like all T4. So if you're in that range, just make sure that when you get into Fury, you don't get taken out and then make mistakes like this. Now this one, I poured it over a little too late because I saw the notification a bit late. So by the time I poured it over, unfortunately, it was already filled. But you know what, as long as the rally is filling, I am okay with that because I don't have to be in every single one. It's usually good because I can get the report, and that was actually one of the negative things about this, since this happened the day that we migrated. And yes, I've had many solos and many rallies that I haven't actually uploaded, unfortunately, just because I have so many that sometimes some get lost. But as you can tell, he's 600 plus million might. And we caught him offline without war gear, most likely without war talents, and that's what happens. But getting back to the point, the bad thing about this is that I lost the report for this one. Now you can see that he started at 610 million might, and then now he is down to 544. So yes, that is about a 70 million might hit on the first hit on a 600 plus million might. That's an amazing rally. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have the report, at least this first one, but there was a second rally here, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we join that one. That way we have a report to show you guys, because if not, then you only see the might and you don't exactly see how much T4 he lost, T3, how many troops he had, etc, etc. And because we're right now rallying, I didn't want to scout because that's just an extra notification for them. So that's just an extra tip. If you don't already know, if you're rallying somebody, do not scout. Do not do anything that'll give them extra notifications, because that's just an extra notification that they could probably use to wake up, etc. You just never know in this game. Maybe they have their notifications turned off, maybe they don't. So it's better not to risk it. But okay, here we go. I'm finally joining the second rally. Now we're gonna go ahead and go cavalry again. I don't really know exactly what he had left, so I really had no input. It's all up to AO11 to see exactly what he wanted to do with this rally. But as you can tell, everybody is sending in. It's a thing of beauty. So here we go. We got 5 seconds to go ahead and launch. So here we go. He has his cavalry gear, so we're just hoping to hit some infantry / cavalry and leave that range behind so we can nail it with some infantry later on. Okay, so here we go. 544 starting might on this one, and 498. So that was about 46 to 47 million might lost. Let me see. Yeah, right on the money. 46. Almost 2 million troops dead. The thing is that a lot of that was actually T4 as well, if I recall correctly. So again, cavalry worked out perfectly fine because we mainly hit the heroic fighters and then moved on to the royal cavalry and then a little bit of the heroic cannoneers. He didn't really have much heroic cannoneers, so even though he still lost about 200,000 cannoneers on that one, we went full cavalry. So I mean, if you take a look at the amount of range that he had, it wouldn't even matter if they were up in the front. So then again, here we go. We are gonna go ahead and start the last rally, and as you can tell, everybody's going in, and unfortunately he shields. One or two more rallies would have completely and utterly annihilated him, but it is what it is. You gotta just, if they shield, you know, it is what it is. Now this one, I actually tried to rally in one of my last streams once again, and he ended up shielding on me. But this was the first day that we got into the kingdom, and this one did land. Now, keep this in mind while you're watching this. He is online. He pretty much let us know that he was online because he switched gear. So he was kind of just like, okay, you want to rally me? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the rally. So I said, bet. So I believe we did have a scout on him, which I'll show you right there. Now here, I'm basically just showing you, or I was looking for how many infirmaries he had. But you can also see that he had about 6 million troops, most of it being T4. I believe 3.5 million or so were T4. So he had a decent amount of troops there. But he was online. He had his war gear on. I was like, okay, so he's online, 500 million might. He's basically saying, go ahead and launch the rally. I was like, okay, well, let's go. Now, here is what I always try to do, especially when we have a lot of people in the guild right there with us. If you're going to send a one-troop rally, and especially if the person is online, you have to make sure that you do this right here. Spam them with either attacks, scouts, whatever, because essentially what it's going to do is going to make it way harder for them to actually check the watchtower and see what you are going to be sending, and then that way they have no time. Like here, I also even had my travel speed gear because I wanted the rally to get there as soon as possible. So as soon as it launched, I switched over to my cavalry gear, and at this point, even if he checks to see what was coming in the rally, he wouldn't have time to actually do anything about it. Unfortunately, on that one, we smoked it. So that means generally that we lost, but did we really? Let's take a look at the report. So we lost 574,000 dead. He lost 576,000 dead. So essentially, it's pretty dead even. The only difference is all of those losses are his losses, while every loss from us was about split into 10 or so people. So he lost 260,000 ancient Drake riders, about 100,000 royal guards, and 222,000 royal cavalry, while everybody that joined the rally only lost about 30,000 troops. So you tell me, did we actually lose, or did we actually came out on top, even though there was no burn? Burning a person doesn't necessarily mean you lost or you won. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later, bye.